Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back with some more Rise of Mordor action for you today, and this is a glorious 4v4 on the Dead Marshes map. I am here playing as the Eastlings, and we are facing a variety of foes here today. We have dwarves, elves, orcs, and men to face. And yeah, my allies here today are two elven armies, and we have Rohan here. The Rohirrim are here to save the day in this 4v4 that I did do cover on my stream. But I just thought it was such a good battle. It was definitely worth showing off and showing off on on the channel as well for you guys that didn't see it on the stream. Yes, we have Lyndon here. We have Imladris. We have the Eastlings, who I am playing as, and we have Rohan over here. And we are facing the Wooden Realm, the Dwarves of Erebor, Dol Guldur, and also Dale. So yeah, good variety of armies here today. And we are about to see as action gets underway. So unfortunately, the battle doesn't start off so well for you. It's a bit of a spoiler. I am about to make this push here with my army, and I'm going to try and cut off this point here. So Dol Guldur and the Wooden Realm can't unite with Erebor and 3v1 one of us, or 2v1 one of us. In fact, and it could even be. But my elven ally was not quick enough, and here you can see Erebor is going to take this choke point before the elves do in time. And they already routed one of these units. They already routed a crossbow here, so they're doing really well. Look at that, vaporizing that unit there. Wow, I did not even realize that when we were playing the game. They just vaporized that poor crossbow unit. Now they need to do the same with these Tomb Wardens and Halberdiers. But yeah, I do manage to cut off this side here. But yeah, my elven ally is not getting time, and you can see the dwarves are going to be able to push now on the elves and then be able to flank around if they choose to do so. But yeah, if you're enjoying seeing Rise of Mordor content at the moment on the channel and would like to see some more, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. As always, it's very much appreciated as we work towards 5k subs. But yes, so it's going to be a glorious one, put it like that. No, if you want to get involved in some of the streams, if you want to get involved in some live Rise of Mordor battles, make sure that you've joined the Discord. The link is down below in the description. Best way to get involved, you see all the announcements there for streams, and also make sure to tune in on the streams as well. You may be able to get a chance, but best way to get involved is join the Discord for sure. And you can see Cavalry Escort Mercenaries now going to go in and try and take out my Locurim archers. These guys, even though they're melee cav, they're still going to do a fair amount of damage. Thank God it wasn't shock cav, because otherwise they would have routed a lot of these guys pretty early on. And they're also getting hit quite hard, I think, by Lords of Lasgalen right now, which I was trying to duel with before. Yeah, these Lords of Lasgalen archers, in fact, are just doing a lot of damage. The Lords of Lasgalen with silver chevrons are coming in to try and get involved. I mean, actually, to be fair, it doesn't matter whether they're shock cav or not. They're wavering at 117 men, these guys. We've got a general coming over. It looks like Dane Ironfoot's already going to get involved in the battle. So that's going to be a brutal one. But it seems like the main front line has actually started to get involved over here. We have elves fighting dwarves. That old rivalry has been reignited. We've got Imladris fighting the dwarves of Erebor. And the elves using their two double-handed swords. They're double-handed swords to cut these guys down. We've got pikes in there as well. The pikes will do a really good job there, for sure. And I'm also starting to engage Dol Guldur a little bit. I mean, the Merkwood Raiders kind of just got sent in. And you can see here that Dane's going to rout these archers, I imagine, with this charge here. Or if not, yeah, there you go. They just got routed. And I'm now trying to quickly assemble some sort of infantry line over here to try and protect what remains of my army. It was a terrible, terrible move by me, really. I was partly involved in just charging on these swords over here for Dale, and also trying to micro my side. It was a very stressful period. But yeah, we're now actually going to try and pin down Dane, try and keep him in combat for as long as possible, because this is kind of a mistake by the Dwarven player. Though it's obviously kind of going quite well to start with these routes of marchers, he has now got his general stuck early on in combat, or early on in the battle in combat. And you can see here we're going to try and scare off these crossbows with shock infantry. Warlords of Ruin, they'll do a good amount of damage. Well, they should. Look at this poor guy here. Oh, he's going to get cut down. We kind of missed that, but yeah, he's getting cut down. I'm now going to quickly rear charge. Oh, I'm going to try and charge his halberdiers, actually. I thought I was rear charging him. I'm just going to charge his halberdiers before they can set up. cause them to lose a lot of men. I am going to probably now get hit by these arrow crossbows because that'll be what they'll do. I'm surprised I'm losing this fight. What's this fight? Oh, I'm also getting shot. Erdmith and veterans against World's Ruin. I guess that's a fairly even match, actually. But I'm also getting shot by crossbows. So no wonder I am losing this fight. Both sides getting very bloodied up there. And also we're about to see the assault on Linden over here. We have phantoms that have been recently reduced to 100 men instead of 200. About to hit this Noldorian line here. And then there you go. And they've got the Noldorian pikes, the Noldorian nobles, and the Noldorian spears all mixed in together, so they'll do a lot of damage. And people say, oh, it's pike stacking, like people complain about the pike stacking. Honestly, don't really mind. I mean, the pikes are slightly behind, the halberds slightly behind, but also you're about to see the attackers will do the same in a moment with these Goldor pikes. They'll send in their infantry and then they'll send in the pikes back after, so it doesn't really matter. We've also got Servants of the Eye here that are now charging my sword line. I thought my swords already had enough of a pain, but they are now getting focused down and shot. They're still doing a good amount of damage. And my gen's having to like be careful. He's just getting shot down a lot by elven archers right now. Real problem. But I am starting to rout those halberds over there. I was trying to help rout this cavalry, but my infantry in the end just gave in. Had too many crossbow bolts in them. And now we're finally seeing Rohan arrive, and they're actually going to charge a Hallguardian line here. This is a very thin line. It's not really going to stop the cavalry. And look at that, just getting absolutely destroyed. And I don't know how many of them died. They probably wanted to stay there before they, stay there and, kill the ones that get up before they get up. And I'm going to rear charge this unit. This is going to be a pretty nasty charge, I would have thought. But in come the cavalry, and this is good cavalry. This is Knights of the House of Earl. They've already lost a lot of men, actually. And this one is, oh yeah, they're getting, pinned down. Another one comes in, though, and rear charges, so that's good. I mean, these Hallguardians are nasty. I mean, this one's lost, a lot of men. You don't really want to be keeping your cavalry there looking at them, but they've now got Lasgarden spears all lined up, waiting. And this combat's coming a bit messy for me. My halberds getting outflanked. Pretty messy. It wasn't one of my finest battles, but it's I've left gaps open and I've allowed opportunities for my allies to try and take advantage of. Certainly, Imladris has certainly seen the benefits. My general has just died. Who's he died fighting? Where the heck is he? Well, he died over here. He's getting focused on by archers by the looks of it. Also fighting Servants of the Eye. A worthy adversary to go down to. So that's not going to be great for morale. Already starting to see my halberds wavering and swords here. And more swords that are getting rear charged. And they're at 97 men. That's no surprise that they're breaking anyway. Dane's still looking pretty healthy, which I'm not a fan of. He needs to lose more men. I can see him still alive there. Looks like Rohan is slowly going to break down this Hallguardian unit. It's going to cost him a lot of cavalry. A lot of expensive cav as well. He's also now bringing up his huge horde of infantry, which is good to see. Balance power is shifting away from us. It's at we're both at 5,700 right now. I'm bringing my cavalry over. I had this cavalry all the way over on the right to try and maybe work against Dale, because this right area is kind of slightly more open. There's just a bit more greenery going on, then in the middle. But I'm going to bring it back over. I'm going to try and do some work with it here because, well, I need it. My line is gone. Imladris, though, right now is cleaning up Erebor, doing a really good job. And with Rohan coming in as well very soon. There's still hope. There is still hope. As you can see here, the elves cutting down these dwarves, these heavily armored dwarves. A really good unit as well to be killing. See the ranks of elves behind. They're getting ready. They're going to rear charge these dwarves. Cut them down. And there they go. They're breaking. They've had enough. And that one's going to go as well. And now they're kind of just the dwarves are kind of got a couple of units left, but not really much. They've got Dwarven Barrack Guard. The elves are now sending in their troops. Erebor crossbows. Let's go on blades. There isn't really much left for Erebor. Erebor's almost gone. So we have kind of traded one army each. I'm slightly still alive, as is Erebor, like I said. Woodland Realms was taking a pretty big beating. How's Dol Guldur doing? Hasn't really moved. You can see now that it's not really a pike stacking at all. The spears move forward so much. In this general advance, they're fighting Dale and Dol Guldur here. But neither of these factions is going to be strong enough to penetrate this Noldorian armor, penetrate this Noldorian line. They're going to have to start playing sneaky. They're going to have to start like focusing down on like these Noldorian nobles. I'd focus them down out of the open. I mean, they're actually about to just go back in. That would have been a great little window of opportunity then when they were out in the open, just to focus them down a little bit, weaken them. Over here you can see that definitely could focus them down as well. They're in the open. Shipwright nobles here. They're going to just annihilate these Dalian swords. They'll do a lot of, yeah, you see this is a general actually being sent in. Dalian swords doing really well. Actually, Noldorian swords are snuck in behind. They're gonna, I don't know, they just kind of pull through their own, like, that combat. Which, that's not good. You want to just kind of send them back through the way that they came. That would seem a bit bizarre. Barding's being sent up now. They'll do pretty well in combat. These Guldur blades, they might not do so well. Wraiths in here. Also down to 100 men now. The sword variant of the Phantoms, really. The undead men. They're actually being pulled back. But as you can see on this side, my Varag Lance is now arriving on the battlefield. Are helping to rout some stuff. We've routed, I think that's the 70th eye there. And I'm now going to start charging the rear of these Lasgarland blades. Not allowing them to get away so easily. And the Dalian Cav's like, nah, I'm alright. I'm getting out of there. You can have that elven infantry unit. And have it we will. We'll run this unit down. Make sure it can't rejoin its army. As you can see, this is the main bulk of our army now, is all over here. Rohan. I mean, you got to remember, Rohan infantry sucks. So, I mean, going up against the Woodland Realm is and other forces. I think we also got like Dale over here, and Dol Guldur might even be a tough fight for Rohan. So, like, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard, and they all have like forces over here now in this direction. Like they all contribute and stuff. I think Dale's got his cav here. We've got most of, like the shocking tree of Dol Guldur look in this direction. Spears of Lasgarland blade. Or Lasgarland spear, sorry. Looks like there's lots of infantry still to go in as well for Dale. They've got most of their elite swords still to go in, and their halberds. So this battle's not yet over, and they are making a gap here in the line. Look at this. There is actually a gap in the line here for these. Lyndon has left undefended, and these Guldur blades have found a way through, and they're going to need dealing with. You may want to send some of this cavalry round to go and deal with it, or they've got a reserve Noldorian sword here that can go up and save the day. These boys get the green light, and they're going to go up. In they go. And there's Barding's also going through the same gap, so they're going to have to clean up this gap very soon. So it is allowing the elves to get a lot of rear shots right now. Oh, it was up until that moment. They're also sending in their archers, which is not a bad idea. Elven archers aren't too shabby in combat either, so they'll do perfectly fine. And it looks like we're about to get ready for the next confrontation. Our cavalry couldn't catch any more of their infantry, unfortunately. I tried to charge these Phantoms. It wasn't a bad charge. I got a couple of kills, but never a good idea just to charge spears, even if they are poorly armored spears like these ones. Noldorian nobles going in. Oh, Noldorian swords, sorry, going in. So annoying that they're all just called Noldorian something or other. They're battling away with these Phantoms. They're all nearly gone, and we're on to the next line here. Elves now fighting elves. What has it come to? I mean, it's Noldorian versus Sylvan, so they are slightly different elves. We also got Shocking we've been throwing in, Champions of Dol Guldur. Lots of infantry being sent in here, and you can see that the elves are losing actually on this front here. They're just getting hit hard by those shock infantry of the Noldorians. And also you can see like my tiny little Loki rim that survived the absolute battering of my army is being sent in to contribute. Go in, boys, do the Eastlings proud. My Varag Lancers are trying to find a way around. I mean, the response has been every polearm available is now we're just standing and looking here. They've got their cavalry ready as well. They've got Sons of the Eye. And they also have some Dale Cavalry Regiment also ready. I mean, this general's, Ravanian Regents, is loitering in the back lines. He may want to be a bit careful. These Elven Archers, they've got a good range. They could hit them from a long way away. Talking about the Elves. The Elves, polearm, sorry, are looking thin on the ground. 34 of them left. They'll still pack a punch, though. They're fighting the Vineland Guards right now. They're doing okay. How's the rest of the line looking? I mean, I can see pikes breaking for Dol Guldur. It's a good sign there for the Linden Elves. They're battling on hard in here. Look at this. Arrows are flying. We've got Bardings in here. A lot of elites for Dale being thrown in. This is like a last throw of the dice. You can see actually the spears are pushing out. They're going for the general here of the Elven King General, okay, and they're fighting, and he's fighting Noldorian Equestrians. There's all sorts of elves in here. All sorts of elves. So they need to be careful with this Elven King. He's not as powerful as he used to be, that unit. I mean, he's got a gold chevron. He's probably doing okay. There's a nice little flank going on here now. Rohan is now sending infantry. Is now flanking his Lasgarden and spears. It's a good flank there. I now try to commit my cav. I put one in here, and I'm now going to try and flank the other one around this tiny little gap. I'm going to try and go in. I mean, I was going to go for the Champion Dol Guldur General, or I was going to try and rear charge this front line. It looks like it's going to be the General here. Not a bad charge, just not a great one. I only killed like 5 or 6 or so people. My Lancers need to get out of there pretty sharp, as they are otherwise going to get cut down. And yeah, unfortunately get stuck here when trying to retreat by the Servants of the Eye. So frustrating. A general of our allies dead? Oh, literally there. Oh, rip in peace to him. That was a breaking Barding unit, and he got killed by them. But yeah, there you go. Linden's now without a general. That shouldn't be the end of the world. Enemy general has died, though. That is Dane has now just died. He actually managed to retreat to this front line. He's since now been killed. So, a bit of a trade there in generals. I mean, I've already lost mine, so we're still down a general. So Dale still has his, Woodland Realm still has his, as does Dol Guldur. Dol Guldur probably is the most important one to kill, because their army would probably chain route. He's looking very healthy though. These pikes over here are starting to give in, even though they're fighting fighting Hulgard's not even looking the right way. Like, what is that? How are you like losing that fight? The questions have got in, and they're now after they go fighting Dale's general as well. So I mean, and it looks like eventually they've also called off this polearm move here. I mean, we still have plenty of cav in the shape of like Rohans. They still have fairly healthy cavalry. We're seeing lots more spears come up. We've got the Guard of the Golden Hulk now coming up, and Yeoman of the Mark, Garrison of the Hornburg. Loads and loads of support is now being sent by Rohans to try and make things happen. The shock infantry is going to make mincemeat of the Rohirrim infantry. There's a super elite unit and there's just a terrible unit. And no hints as to which one is the terrible unit. It's this one. It's this one on the left. I mean, a good unit just focus down would be this Goldor blade here. If you focus this down with Rohirrim archers, you can just shoot into the flank. Probably break it pretty quickly. It looks like they're shooting Dol Guldur's general all the way back here right now.
They're coming over here.
I love it how they just like get knocked by an arrow and like, oh, what was that? That's kind of inconvenient that we just got hit by an arrow. Lords of Asgard have been thrown in. They're going to hold back the Sword Thanes of Rohan. Probably can as well. They're good enough that they can. They've got enough chevrons, and they're also a pretty elite unit in combat anyway. And there you go, the general's been sent back in. Champion Dol Guldur has been thrown back in into combat. See what he can do. But as you can see, the elves of Lindon are going to get defeated. They've probably taken down a lot of enemies with them, and you can see the balance power is starting to shift in our favour. 2,900 against 1,600. It's looking good. Unfortunately, though, the elves aren't going to see this victory. They're getting cut down. The polearms over here, though, yeah, these Noldor nobles. They may get a few more kills. Yeah, with this side basically wrapped up, we'll now move back over to the main front line again. As you can see, there's good trade of losing. Mainly archers, Northern archers losing, Lords of Asgard archers losing, as are those ones. They are facing sword things that are also losing, so numbers clearly isn't just quite enough. Quality just come into it a bit. These Lords of Asgard are so bloodied up. In go the champions of Dol Guldur again. It's might be the general. It's not, but he's a beat up unit is what it is.
Ill news indeed.
And there you go, I think that's Lyndon. Lyndon's fully gone, he's apparently fleed. And really just got cut down. Rohan and the elves fighting side by side. It's like Helm's Deep all over again. Pikes versus polearms here. Elves versus Men of Dale. Not quite sure how the polearms are actually reaching anything. It's like the shortest polearm I've ever seen. Poor guy's just got gutted because he's had the shortest polearm of all time. And huge news here, look at this. So we realize that you can cross this river here. Like in most of the places in Dead Marshes, you can cross it just about anywhere. So now you have lots of cavalry being thrown in this direction. And you have all of Rohan's and some of Imladris' rangers. Which is super quick. Like super quick. They may get this Elven General, by the way. And Daily Caval's been sent in as well. It's going to be a tough one. Like, neither side can get really a great charge off being in the water. I'm going to say maybe Dale get the slightly better one. Dale's general's under threat. They might want to send these Lake Town guards in. Even if they are getting focused, yeah, he is losing. They cannot really afford him to lose. Dale would also lose a lot of morale. And Dale's morale isn't impeccable, put it like that. There you go, Dale's breaking by the looks of it. Oh yeah, nice rear charge there. Wow. That was a really nice rear charge there by the Rangers. And then look at that, this Lake Down guard is getting reduced. Also, it doesn't help that Dale's general has broken. And as you can see, there's starting to be a lot of chain routing. And it just seems that one cavalry unit in behind is doing an awful amount of damage. That's all we needed to do. But after a poor start of me losing my entire army, basically just to an out positioning thing, Imladris has kind of saved me. He has saved me. And there you go. That is the battle. The Dead Marshes is over. And we are going to take victory. Just about. A perfect victory indeed for these slings. So we'll end the replay and have a quick look at some of the end results. Like I said, I was playing as these slings. I did okay. My low Curim getting like 130 kills. My Warlords of Ruin certainly could have done better at 105. It's not that great. My Archers just, yeah, didn't really turn up, unfortunately. Neither did my Halberdiers. My Cav did okay at 142 kills, but yeah, nothing really like insane for me. I mean, that happens when you get killed really quickly and really easily. Rohan, played by Heads, he got like okay kills with his infantry, 70 kills, nothing insane though. His spears didn't see combat. His archers are okay, they're getting 127 kills. And his cav getting like into the 60s, but nothing like major again because he kind of joined like late. Sidechecks I think might have some of the best kills I've seen for Imladris in a long time. He's got 122 kills with his general, 285 with that sword there next to it. He's got 268 with another. His pikes did well, 138, 129. His archers 150, 167, 161 for his cav, and then his missile cav getting 255. So really well done. Then we have Goldie who's playing as Linden, also got some really good kills. 120 kills with his general, 210 with his other shipwright noble, 203 with his Noldorian nobles, Noldorian sword, sorry. Noldorian spears getting 254, wow. And his Noldorian nobles getting nearly 500 kills, getting 472 kills. And his archers is incredible as well, getting 140 kills max there. And then his cav getting 82 is also not too shabby. And then we got Smokey, who's playing as Dol Guldur. He had a bit of a rough game. I mean, Dol Guldur's a bold play to take on, but he did a really good job with it. 120 kills with his shock infantry there, 165 with another. His pikes, yeah, unfortunately didn't do so great. They do often get just focused down. 117 with his Mouth of Sauron, and his Javis getting 108. Then we have Fingus, who's playing as the Wooden Realm. 90 kills with his Elven King, 250 kills with his swords. Wow, very nicely done. I mean, his swords do well recently. His spears not so much, getting 41 kills. His Hull Guardians, the cost they are, oh, you'd have hoped to get a bit more, but they only got 65 kills. And then you got his archers there with 240 kills. Well done. And then we have I don't know who's playing as the Dwarves of Erebor, 230 kills with Dane, 114 with the Erebor veterans. Barak Guard getting 233. The axes, I want to call them swords, but they're not. They're axes. The axes getting 66 kills, 69 kills, so that's not too bad. Two Wardens getting 57. And then you got 100 kills for those crossbows, and then 92 for those mercenaries. So they're probably running down my archers. That's how they got those kills. Then we have Mythic, who's playing as Dale. Dale had a rough ride as well, fighting Linden. 137 kills on his Vinland Guard, 178 on another. 118 with his polearms is not too shabby either. His Bardings did okay at 110, and his Cav getting 74 kills, which maybe could have been a little bit higher, but who knows. But anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe from around here, and a comment to show your support. And until next time, Legionnaires, I will see you in the next Rise of Mordor battle. Bye for now.